I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, you may notice I'm wearing shades, sunglasses. There's a reason behind that. The other night, a few nights ago, I was going to bed, and I was going around turning off all the lights, and I have a fan going in the corner that normally blows across the wood stove to, spread the heat around the house. So I went over to unplug it. Well, first I turned off the lights. I shouldn't have done that. I should have left the lights in that corner on. Well, anyway, I pulled that cord, and then I turned around to come back, and I snagged my foot in the cord, yanked the fan, and stumbled. And I don't have the balance that I had 40 years ago, so I fell over. So if your stomach can take it, I've got a shiner that looks like three burly boys just beat me up at the bar, but no, it was my own fault, falling flat on my face and onto a wooden box that was in the corner, and it gave me one hell of a shiner. Anyway, today is November 11th, 2024. November 11th is a really special date because on November 11th, the last gun went silent. Is it this side? No, it's this side. It's the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, when the armistice with Germany went into effect, and the guns went silent. Since then, people all over the world have celebrated, I guess is the word, honored it, as it was called Armistice Day at first. Then it was called, over here, Memorial Day. And in Great Britain it's called Remembrance Day. On this day, the Brits hold a military parade when every leader of every regiment in Britain lays a wreath at the Cenotaph, the statue that honors all the dead that's in London. And then they have the 2-minute silence. We do similar things here. I have relatives that died in Vietnam, in World War II, in Korea. Personally, I never served in uniform. It's a fault of mine, you might say. But I did work as a contractor. That's another story. But no, I never served in uniform. I despise people who claim to have and did not. And I've known many veterans, and I honor and appreciate the sacrifice that they made. Not just the ones who died, but the ones who went over there and lived and came home and had their nerves shattered, their world turned upside down. Anybody who has to do something like that, it's going to have a long-term effect. Well, anyway, I love guns, but I love them for target shooting. I don't even hunt anymore. I'm too old for that. But I just love guns. I love the history, and the nature, the mechanics of them. This is the Star I was showing off before. My son came over Saturday, and we had dinner, and we talked. And one thing we did is I took this out and put some rounds in it. I used these 451 round balls and 20 grains of black powder. And this thing really takes 454, so these things were kind of really loose in the chamber, so I rammed them home as best I could. We squashed the balls out and made them fit the chambers in the cylinder better. I took it out and had my son shoot off about 4 rounds, and I shot off 1. Just with such a gun, you really should never load it up with full 6. You just should load it up with 5. But I think he caught the bug because it was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was getting dark around here. Here in the Pacific Northwest, it gets dark early in the winter, fall and winter. Anyway, it was blasting out the sparks, and it was just a billowing smoke, and the wood pile never saw it coming. And he said, "I really like that." I said, "Oh, you do, huh? Okay. Well, I've got some books on it, and I can show you how to make black powder, and I can pass on all the skills I've picked up." Anyway, I really like this. It's an 1863 Star, in case you didn't know. It's a beautiful old gun. This is the original. This is not a replica. This is a Star. And it's an 1863 single action only. Made this way at the behest of the War Department, because all the other guns were single action, so they wanted consistency. This double action was just too newfangled for them. But this is just a beautiful old artifact of the Civil War. Many of these went on the belt of many a officer in all kinds of regiments and volunteers and all kinds of places. So, and this one has tales to tell, I'm sure. But I was just cleaning it out. I'm trying to keep it as clean as I possibly can. We only shot 5 rounds through it that day. I put some ballistol and water and some moose milk, and then oiled it down with rum oil. And then a few days later, I went and scrubbed it out even more. And again today, I scrubbed it out even more. And well, it's still showing a little bit of filth, but so would I after 160 years. But it's a lot cleaner than it was originally. Believe me, it's a lot cleaner than it was originally. Anyway, I'm just going to say, I can't say happy, but honor Veterans Day. And remember people who served, because what they did made what you and I do happen. Honor them, and if you see somebody, you can say thank you for your service, but mean it when you say it. Anyway, that's about all I got to say today. Happy trails.